The Israeli website Calculist, specializing in economic affairs, said that the war on Gaza depletes Israeli weapons stocks, and that its prolonged duration may push the army to economize on military means, and increase its dependence on U.S. military supplies. Not to mention the Israeli defense industries having to postpone the delivery of their orders to their customers around the world to direct them to the battlefields. In an investigation entitled, "Ammunition Stocks Are Running Out and the Army is Forced to Regulate the Pace of Shelling," the site said that the coincidence of the war in Gaza with the Russian war against Ukraine caused an uncharacteristic global shortage of all types of ammunition, and the Israeli government avoids addressing the issue publicly. But the head of the Strategy Directorate at the General Staff Command, General Eliezer Toledano, admitted last month that the army has reduced its air attacks, and talked about the need to regulate the use of ammunition, because the war may be prolonged. The site says that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu himself commented on the problem when he was heard on a recording talking about 3 things Israel wants from the United States. Ammunition. 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 To announce 2 weeks ago plans, the site describes them as completely unrealistic to end the dependence of the Israeli military industries on abroad, especially the United States, which has so far delivered to Israel 25,000 tons of weapons, transported on board 280 aircraft. 2 weeks ago, the website Calculist explained how Israeli defense industry companies rejected weapons requests of about $1,500,000 from their customers around the world, to go instead to the battlefields, at a time when these companies received in the past 3 months requests of about $10 billion from the Israeli Ministry of Defense. Calculist attributes the enormous need for ammunition to the extraordinary pace of bombing, which, according to the Israeli army until 2 weeks ago, targeted 30,000 targets, using a firepower that Israel rivals only the United States, according to a security source who did not rule out that the volume of ammunition used in Gaza exceeded that consumed by Russia in its war against Ukraine, which may force the army to explain to the political level the limits of its firepower, before the ammunition shortage reaches a very acute level. It is worth mentioning that the international press has previously explained how the war on the Gaza Strip is among the most violent in history, and how the destruction it caused reminds of the one that afflicted Germany during World War II.